Sorry, my family is talking about me upstairs, making fun of my cold hands, but whatever. Hello, hello, welcome to my channel, 100 Days with Kajo. Today is day 55 of showing gratitude. We will be showing gratitude towards biking and hiking. Okay, I'm gonna put my 5-minute timer on and we can get started. There we go. I am grateful for biking and hiking. We'll start with biking. I'm so grateful for biking. I used to love, and I still do love biking when I was younger. I would just go around my neighborhood and bike for hours and hours. It was just so much fun. And sometimes I would get into a phase where I don't even realize that I'm riding my bike. I'm just daydreaming or like just enjoying the weather and just being in the moment and completely forgetting about the world around me. It was, oh, I want to get back to that. Now I feel like I'm thinking about everything all at once, all the time. Maybe I need to get back into biking, but I'm super grateful for that. I'm grateful for biking making me feel fit as a kid. You know, like as a kid, you shouldn't worry too much about like, getting your exercise in. You don't want to get too, and like kids do need to stay fit, but with biking, it was just fun. And like, yeah, you were fit, but it was by default. And I'm so grateful that that was something that I had the privilege of doing. I'm grateful that I had a neighborhood that I felt safe enough to bike around. Now, there was this one time, oh my goodness, I was on a walk. This is so ridiculous and kind of like a tangent, but I was walking around the neighborhood and I was just enjoying myself. And I was 12 years old. I think I was still in elementary school or something, or maybe I was in 6th grade, middle school, whatever. And this car stops. And like the guy rolls down his window, and I didn't think nothing of it because like most of the time people stop, they ask for directions or they're like a neighbor, so like it wasn't like out of the ordinary, but whatever. I know better now. I was freaking 12 years old, and he had asked me like, oh, like how old are you? And I was like, oh, I'm 12. And like when he said it, I clocked it and I was like, oh, this is weird, like do I need to run? And he's like, oh, okay. He was like, do you mess with older guys? I'm 12 years old. I'm 12. He looked like he was 30 something. He looked like he had a family, wife, and kids, and a dog. And I was like, and he asked me, do you mess with older guys? I said, no. He said, oh, okay, and drives away. That was freaking disgusting. And honestly, I think that's why I shifted from like walking around my neighborhood so much to riding bikes, because I felt a little unsafe. And it never happened again in my neighborhood, but like that like burned something in my brain chemistry to where now it's like I always have to be extra alert. And I think that made me realize, no, I always knew I was a girl, hello, but in that moment I was hyper aware of how vulnerable I was. And that was like the first time I truly felt that, you know, you're told that, you see it, whatever, and you know it, but I felt it and I was like, whoa, like I actually could have been kidnapped. And it's so scary. And I'm grateful for biking because in instances where I am on my bike, I can get away faster. I can get to where I need to be. I can bike to someone's door and like repeatedly knock if need be, but like running alone or walking alone is not enough. It's so sad that that's the case, but I'm so grateful for biking and biking with my friends. And we would play tag on our bikes. We were dangerous. We were rebels, okay? Love that. I know that was a weird segue from like, you know, something traumatic to something silly like that, but whatever. I'm grateful for biking in different parks and trails, and like it was so much fun. And like I don't really do it like on like rocky trails. I do like concrete pavement trails because I don't have like a dirt bike or mountain bike. I think I used to, but it wasn't like the super sturdy industrial professional kind. It was like the kid kind, you know. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. I'm so grateful that even if my bike broke, that my parents could find a bike for cheap anywhere, and then we could still enjoy that luxury of staying active, having fun, getting to where we need to be faster. You know, I could ride quickly to my friend's house to play or like ask them what's going on. And if they weren't available, I could quickly bike to the next person if they're on the far end of the neighborhood. It was truly a nice experience to have. Okay, we have 1 minute left. I am grateful for hiking. I love hiking. Now, when I say hiking, I don't mean, you know, like semi-rock climbing, holding on to the edge because you feel like one wrong step, you're going to slip off. No. Okay, I don't want to have to carry a backpack with me that has a week's worth of food and water. No, I like a slightly elevated hike, slightly elevated slope, open space, paved out trails, you know, like if I loop around once, I come back right where I started. That's the type of hiking that I like. And I don't mind if I like steer off and stuff. But obviously, when you heard the story of that man in the car, and then if you had watched my other previous videos, I talked about recently actually a car following me when I was at the park. You understand that I don't like to go too far off the trail because unfortunately, I'm a woman in this world, and there are men who are disgusting. There are men who are disgusting, and it sucks. And I hate that I can't like do all these things that I love on my own and like really venture off because I just have to be with someone there. Because like, for the fellas that are watching this, for the men, there are times when you want to be alone. You just want to go off and explore and do your thing, and you can't. I cannot, and that sucks. God, it sucks so bad. But I love hiking and I love biking, and I love hiking and biking with other people because one, it makes me feel safer, and two, I do overall like being with people more than being alone. But like, there are times I want to be alone. So, oh my God, that turned out so sad. But our 5 minutes is up. I just wanted to finish that off. Comment below what you're grateful for regarding biking and hiking, and like and subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.